Welcome back to another episode of the PDP. It's your boy Pops Prince. Today I'm accompanied by one of the greatest rappers in the world. I've met him through the Terminal 5 guys and just like pop-ups in the area. Let's give it up for Eddie Yuma. How you feeling, man? Did you go to the gym today? You got your workout on?
Yeah, my cousin is getting me on the Arnold volume like routine, and
Arnold, like
it's like crazy. Yeah, it's like what he did to get huge back in the day when he was just a bodybuilder before like acting. And like I work out, and I used to say like I used to work out, and this is like, bro, I get out of there sore, like out of the gym. Like I used to be like sore the next day. I'm already sore, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
what kind of workouts? Like legs and everything? Or?
Yeah, like he groups chest and back in one day, and then shoulders and biceps and triceps in one day and another day. So today was shoulders, biceps, and triceps. So it was a lot of like compound movements. Where like today I did a clean and press. So you grab the bar, like if you were doing like a deadlift, and you have to pull it up here, and you lift it above you, like kind of like a military press. It was crazy, bro.
Like 10 of those?
Yeah, 10 of those, like 3 sets, 4 sets.
Shit. Yeah, I'm always seeing Brito at LA Fitness.
Bro,
that's
he's
his
getting
name,
big.
right? Brito?
Brito, yeah. His last name is Brito, and I always used to be like, what? I used to be like, why do they call him that, bro? Like, does he just have like a stereotypical like they just gave him like a bad like he's Mexican, let's call him Brito. And then I like when I met him, I was like, is that really your last name? He's like, yeah, and it's Brito. That guy's a legend, man. He's been one of my friends since 2011, 2012, bro, in high school.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did you what high school did you go to? You went to Mathers?
I went to Northtown, really close to Mather, but it was a charter school, and we had to wear uniforms, bro. So like I've been wearing uniforms since going to school because my mom put me in Catholic school for middle school and like from preschool to middle school. I will never wear polos. I will never wear khakis. I might wear khakis. No polos, bro, and dress shoes are like the hardest thing for me to wear because I've worn them so many times in my life.
Yeah. Nah, dress shoes are tough. I feel like I'm always so uncomfortable in them. I'm starting to get into loafers, but yeah, they're super uncomfortable. I don't know. I mean, you got Docs on right now, right? Or,
yeah, I like Docs though, because I don't know, like these ones are comfortable to me, to be honest. I've been thinking about getting into more boots, like I love the Evil Dead movies, and the main character in that movie like usually wears Clark's Wallabies or something like that, like the Wallaby type boots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I kind of want to get into like wearing those because they look comfortable, but they're casual, and you can kind of dress them up too. But lately, bro, like I've been thinking about getting into just a little bit more of a slightly dressier, but more casual look because I don't know, man. I feel like everybody's on that sneaker, like I'm a huge sneakerhead thing, and it's just like it used to be cool to me, bro. Like when I was in high school, I was like, damn. When I saw somebody with cool sneakers, I was like, oh, he knows what's up, like or they know what's up. But it's like everybody's a sneakerhead now.
Yeah. I think there's still like niches, like even in the sneaker community. I feel like there's subcategories of like cool ones. I just got those Asics, and I feel like
those are fire.
they're just too small for me. So,
what?
Yeah.
Those are sick, bro.
What size shoe you wear?
I'm a size 10.
Okay, they might fit you.
What size is that?
They're 10 and a half, but they fit like a 10.
Fire. Those are fire,
I'm
bro.
gonna start styling you.
I'll be fresh as hell if you start styling me.
Damn. But yeah, let's take it back. I guess like the first time I met you, you performed at Lab 21. You were like a feature on Adam's song.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if we like talked that day, did we? Do you know?
I think we talked a little bit. I think I pulled up because Adam was really cool with you. He's like, yo, pull up to Pab's birthday party. And I think that was, I don't think nobody performed because that was your birthday party, right? But it was just cool, man. I was like, it's in Skokie? He was like, yeah, like it's like a kind of like a studios warehouse space in Skokie. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, and I pulled up, and I met you, and I was like, bro, I know I just met you, but happy birthday, like thanks for letting me slide. And bro, like it was just cool to see how many like creatives and just people who like are into, underground art or music in one space, and in Skokie of all places. Like that was just like something that blew my mind. And I'm always like, damn, bro, like I want to see more of that. And even though it's the suburbs, like I think there's people who are just as creative in the suburbs too. But it was a lot of Chicagoans in Skokie too, which is dope. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it was very rare for us to like be able to get a lot of people out there because it was a drive for like at least the people that I know. I was only up there because I think I told you like the other 4 members of that studio, they lived in the area. But now we're in, I guess, the new headquarters. This is in Chicago. Was it like a bit of a drive for you, or was it too?
No, I wasn't too. I live in Skokie now, but I grew up in West Rogers Park, which is like maybe like 10, 15 minutes from Skokie. Mm-hmm. And I get over here pretty quick, like maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I just take like Lincoln. You know, you go on like maps, Google Maps, and like take the highway, and it's like, bro, I'm not taking the highway at like 12 in Chicago. But this is beautiful, man. I think Chicago is like one of the greatest cities in the world, and I always say like when I the next move I make, I think I'm gonna go back to Rogers Park, bro, because it's beautiful area, man. Like, and it's just such a melting pot of like different cultures that I never feel bored when I was living in Rogers Park, when I grew up there, was raised there. I never felt bored. You know, like you ever like see people who are like, I'm tired of living in this place, like everything's the same. Those days never felt like monotonous to me.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, now that I got a family, I kind of want to get more towards the suburbs just because I need a house. Yeah. But I feel like the west suburbs have always been like a good middle ground where I could always go to the city if I needed to. And then, because I'm originally from Melrose Park.
Fire.
Yeah. And my parents still live out there, so every weekend we go back. Eddie Yuma, is that like your actual name? Like
no,
Yuma's your last name?
Nah, so my government name is Nathaniel Eduardo Avalar. Okay. Oh, it's crazy, right?
Nathaniel?
Yeah, Nathaniel's my first name. I got Eddie Yuma from my middle name, Eduardo, so it's like Eddie. And Cubans, they call like the U.S. as slang, they call it Yuma. So like they'll be like, "Tu hay pa Yuma," or like, yo estoy cansado de Cuba, me voy pa Yuma. You know, a lot of Cubans, and a lot of them still will like, build rafts or just find somehow to get to the U.S. because Cuba is like no joke, man. Like crazy conditions to live in right now, and for many years. But
do you know why they call it that?
I think it's a reference to the movie 310 to Yuma, because 310 to Yuma. And basically the plot is like they're transporting this prisoner from one place to the other, and it's like a train that's like super dangerous, like dangerous path that they have to take. And I think somebody must have saw the movie and was like, "Damn, bro, like getting to the U.S. is like getting to Yuma in that movie." And that's what I've heard. I don't know. I've never like done the whole research and see what the official. It's hard to do research on slang. I feel like
Yeah.
but verified for sure. Like that people in Cuba will use slang and call the U.S. Yuma. So I was like, man, I was born here, raised here, and like wanted to pay a little bit of homage to my upbringing. So I was like, Eddie Yuma.
Yeah, damn, that's fire.
Thanks, bro.
Is it like, are you able to go back? Is it a place that you could visit like often, or it's not?
Yeah, I actually went back and went for the first time. I went to Cuba in 2018. My mom was born there. So I think because of that, I'm able to like, if I have family over there. I have like 30 plus cousins that live in Cuba still. So I get to go over there. 2018 was the perfect time. Trump, I think, unfortunately like did some shit to get like, well, they say that there was like sonic attacks on the U.S. embassy in that year. So that was the same year that the U.S. embassy, like it got like basically shut down. Like nobody's in that embassy. It's not functional. But Obama, before Trump took office in 2016, he basically kind of improved relations with Cuba. So Cuba was like, yeah, more people can come over here now if you want. They have to have a reason though. And they used to let some people in just for leisure. But I remember on the way to Cuba, because we had to fly to Miami, then you fly from Miami to Cuba, right? Yeah. On the plane to get to Cuba, they stopped a lady who was about to board because they were like, you actually don't have the proper documents. You need to go to Washington to get those documents. There's no other way for you to do this. You can't do this online. You can't do this over their phone. You have to go to Washington. And she was with her family, bro. Damn. I think she was with her kids, and she told her kids, like, you guys go without me. Like, I want you to experience it. And I was like, damn. Like, that would really, that would suck, man. You're ready to go, and they're just like, nah. It's crazy.
Wow. I can't remember like the last time that like we've all been together. Like, do you still hang out with a lot of the people from Skokie? I know you're cool with Rami, obviously, and like Brito. You guys said you play pool together, like every now and then. I want to go.
Yeah, you got to pull up, bro. We go to this. Funny enough, we do go to a spot in Skokie. Rami lives in around like I'll say like Albany Parkish area, closer to Mather,
Mm-hmm.
and Brito is kind of like up towards like also Albany Park. So they're not super far from Skokie, so we get to hang out pretty often, and we go to play pool. I go to like Rami shows, but I don't know why like our recent obsession is playing pool. But you got to pull up, bro. Like it's so fun.
And then Naveen, like I feel like you guys all know each other, hang out with each
Yeah,
other.
Naveen is far, bro. He's in I think he's in Elmhurst, bro. So he it's crazy because he'll make a trip to come like, but we'll also go pull up on him. But like, it's just it's. I feel like it's hard to find genuine people, bro, that you really connect with, and if you find somebody cool, like you make a good group of friends, you pull up on them no matter where they are, even if it's like they're in a different state. Cool, like I'll make some time in the year to go see you.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm just grateful, bro. Those are like it's cool to have like a great group of friends, and I'm glad like it's expanding and we're meeting new people, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just so cool.
Yeah. Uh, I've been able to see a lot more of my friends over here that live in Humboldt because for a long time, like since they moved out here, I wasn't really around them. Then they became like bartenders and shit, and
Damn.
that really like since our schedules were so different. I'm really a morning person. I think I told you like I
Yeah,
wake
bro.
up pretty early.
I took a page out of your book, bro. I started getting up at 7 to go, and that might not even be as early. How early you get up?
Yeah, like six,
6,
six,
7.
7. Yeah.
I was like, you know what, bro? I want to feel like I don't know. I used to get up at like 10, 11, and then it would feel like my days were shorter. You know what I mean? You get up at
Yeah.
7, you go do something productive, and you're like, damn, it's only 12. It's only 11. Like, cool. There's more to do. So I take a page out of your book, bro. I think it's good to be a morning person.
Yeah. And I feel like, especially if I'm gonna run a store, I feel like I need to be open like earlier, or else it's gonna turn into a party. That's what I think we're trying to do. Like open it up at 12, maybe like close it at 5. Because I think like after 5, people will be too drunk or like I just want to party.
Yeah, no, that's a great time. 12 to 5, I think is great. People, I think anybody who gets up in the morning, usually has like a purpose or drive. So you know, people will
Yeah.
get up, do their thing, and then it's like, oh, 12. Oh, let me pull up on Pap's store. Like it's good. It's a good time for sure.
So like being a rapper, do you have like a routine as far as like when you would go record, or you kind of just do it in waves, or like how does that work?
I when I'm working on like a project and I have like a burst of like inspiration, I definitely like kind of set a routine where it's like, okay, get up, go to the gym. When you get home, you're gonna just like find samples. Cause what's cool is like since COVID happened, and that's years ago, but I was going to a studio. I think it was called Soundscape. I was going there religiously, bro. Like try to go like two, three times a month. And you had to pay like 60 an hour or 80 an hour sometimes, depending on the room that you used. So, bro, a lot of my check would go to just like recording songs, and some of these songs I probably wouldn't even put out. Like I just wanted to get my ideas down and make sure it sounded good and everything. But the quarantine, you're like, damn. I was like, damn, I don't want to stop making music. I felt like I had momentum, and I decided to just like buy. It wasn't the best equipment ever, but I was like, cool. Like I'm gonna buy a microphone. I'm gonna buy a what's that called? A little mixer, and I bought like a little keyboard that has pads on it because I was kind of getting into production before quarantine happened, and then once it did, it was like I had so much time on my hands, bro. Like you couldn't go to work, nothing like that. So I was just sitting at home just teaching myself how to make beats and like recording. And I listened to some of my recordings from like 2020 yesterday, and I was like, damn, bro, like I didn't know what I was doing. But I mean, it's cool to see yourself improve, and it's cool that it's all in my house because I feel like I created like a little space in my room where it's like I'm inspired. Like I have a bunch of like figures and like books and like movies that I really like, and it's cool to just have that in your space because it's also good to get out of your safe space, but I think I get more brave with my ideas and try new things because I'm in my house, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
you know
I know what you mean. I think it's like a pro and con. Because when I was working out of my house, I would hate having my like bed there, and then I would just knock out. And I think that's what made me want to get a space so bad because it was like, all right, I could separate the work from home, and yeah, now I can't live without a space. I feel like I could only get work done That's not true. I mean, I do get work done at home when like the kids are asleep or like super early, but it's just a different vibe.
No, I think it is. I do think it's healthy to get out.
Yeah.
And like you said, like you come to the space and you're like, cool, like I know what I'm here to do, right? You're preparing yourself along the way to get here. You have like a little bit of a drive or whatever, a walk to get over here. I think that's super healthy, bro. Like I've been walking a lot more too. And if I were to get like a little space, I wish it was like walkable distance, but that's not possible. But if I got, it would be cool because I feel like you get so many ideas when walking. You know what I mean? Which is so fire.
That's true. They say like if you have like a creator's block or like a writer's block, you should go on a walk.
Yeah, dude. I used to go on walks. Like I go on walks a lot now, but like quarantine, bro, I was just cooking up, and then I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go on a walk. And then I would come back and just kind of like be re-energized and try new things. But yeah, when I'm in like the process of making a like an EP or like a full project, I'm staying at home. I'm going through samples, like trying to find whatever speaks to me, and then that's usually how I start. Like I don't I know a lot of rappers who start with just writing lyrics, and I personally cannot do that because like I need to have a backbone of like I need a beat. It's cool to be able to start the whole song from scratch from like a sample or like a melody because I feel like it really gives me a guide as to where I'm going with the lyrics and stuff like that. So it helps a lot.
How did you, I guess, start making music? Like you knew you had that talent from like a young age, or?
Yeah, I tried a lot of times as like a teenager, like maybe like from like 12 to like 15. Like I remember having like this bogus ass Toshiba laptop that was like a brick, bro. I don't know if you remember those old laptops, bro, but they were huge. And I was really inspired by like Odd Future, Pro Era, like all those like really cool groups in the 2010s. And I would like remember I was like, you know what? Why can't I rap? And I would start I would open like a Microsoft Word document.
Nice.
And I was like, cool, I'm gonna write some bars. And I started, and then I'm like, this is stupid. Like, what am I doing? I didn't really start until like 17, bro. And I had the corniest rap name of all time, bro.
What was it?
So my initials are NA. So I was like, I'm gonna be N/A. I'm gonna be non-applicable. It's so corny, bro.
Let's go.
It's the most like 90 shit, bro.
Yeah. And then like what made you change, or like how'd you know that you weren't gonna keep that name?
It was like maybe like a year or two later, and my friend and me and my friend, we rented like a studio space on like Belmont, and I think it's called the Art Factory, Art Colony, one of those places. And you know, we were like both super hungry and like wanted to make music. And I remember starting one of my first like full project, and we were like, he was talking to me, he's like, bro, you need to change your name. Like it's kind of crazy, but I think you're better than not applicable. Like I don't explain it, like you should have a better name. And somebody was like, I think I was talking to them about Yuma, and they were like, why don't you do something like Yuma? And I was like, oh wait, that's not a bad idea, bro. Like, and I like, so I was like Eddie Yuma. And they're like, oh, that sounds fire. And
Yeah,
I stuck
it's more
with
personal. I like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, shout out to that friend, because he could have like not really like sent you off, but like sometimes people are scared to tell you like the truth, you know?
Yeah, bro, I 100% agree. That was my boy Quentin, man. He had like a lot of music influence on me. Like he was starting off as a rapper with me, right? And we had like a little group called Work in Progress. And
just you two or more people?
It was me, him, and his brother, Raheem. And his brother produced like a lot of beats for my first ever project. And Quentin also like started making beats too, and his beats were just super fire as well. But he inspired me because I would watch him. Like we'd be in the studio together most of the time, and I would watch him make the beats. And I used to be like, dude, this guy's like a wizard. Like, how's he doing this? And I didn't take that leap for years. Like I used to just be like, nah, I'm just a rapper. Like I don't want to get into production. But some days he'd be like, bro, like just come look and see what I'm doing. And I wouldn't understand it. Like I'd look at it and be like, what the fuck is he doing? Like I don't get it, you know? And my uncle had a iMac I used to live in the 2 flat in Rogers Park. My uncle lived in the basement. And he was like, you can go chill in there when I'm not there. Like, you know, if you ever need a little space. And he had an iMac from like 2012. So it was like 3 years old at the time. And I got GarageBand on there. Nice. And I was like, let me try, bro. My first like 10 beats I like were out of tempo. Like I didn't understand tempo or BPM. So it was just like so weird. But once I started to like understand that, it really helped. But it was cool, man. My friend encouraged me, and I took too long to take that leap. But I guess it's okay. Like it worked out at the end of the day. You know, I'm here now. I'm able to produce a song from.
So you feel like 17 it was too late, or not too late, but like
17 was
like later than you expected?
It was a good year. I think I took too long to like get my foot in, or like take the jump into producing, and just I used to say I was a rapper till like 22, bro. So like for 5 years, I would just be like, no, like I'm not, like I don't want to produce. Like I don't think I'm good at it, you know. So I would just try to like find beats that I liked, or from people I knew, or like from online. But when I had a year, I think it was like 21 or 20, where I just couldn't write anything because I wasn't inspired by any of the beats that I heard. And I was like, damn, that's bullshit. Like this is something that is out of my control. Like I want to be able to write, but I just haven't heard anything I like. And that like year, I was like, damn, bro, maybe I should just stop rapping. And I'm glad I didn't, but I was like, what can I do to feel less powerless? Because I felt powerless in a way. It was like, damn, like I want to write. I know I want to, but nothing is coming to me. And that's when I was like, okay, let me try producing, and I'm gonna be okay with the fact that my first like 100 beats are probably gonna be like whack, bro. Like, but that's it's like a deal I made with myself, was like just keep going. And yeah, bro, like I was able to produce my first like self-produced EP in like 2020 and put it out. And I think I'm a better producer than that back then. That's like what you want, right? You want to be able to look back. It was called At Home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it on SoundCloud? Or
it's on everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it's on everything, and it's 3 songs. The mixing is not the greatest, and I made some like interesting choices production wise, but I think like if you listen to it, you'll be able to hear like, okay, like I see where he was going with this, and it'll be cool to hear like the stuff I've put out since then. You'll be able to hear progression. Yeah.
Damn. See, I've always like not admired, but I appreciate when people have like a bunch of their old music out. But I have a friend who also raps, and he's like, he deleted his whole like first 2 projects, and I always tell him like, damn, why'd you do that? Like people could have saw the progression. And he was like, nah. If someone new finds that, then they're gonna look at you different. So I was like, how do you feel about it?
I kind of agree with him, because I'm not gonna lie, there is one project that I deleted off of my my category, my catalog, because I was like, I know my friends like this, and I also kind of thought the same thing. Like if you are in control of your art, right? Like, you know, and it's cool. It's not like I'm signed to a label or anything where they're like, no, you got to keep that album up. So I thought about it, and I was like, I don't like this. And you know, I feel like a lot of great artists make music for themselves first, and there are great artists that make music for other people as well, like for the audience. But I just felt bad. Like I would look at my pages, and I would see that, and I'd be like, I want this project out of here. You
just felt shame.
Yeah. It just, you know, that the time that project was made was just kind of rough for me too. Like it was like a lot of growing pains. And I was like, you know what? Like, I don't think this represents me well. And in the same fashion, like if somebody was like, I want to go back and listen to his earliest shit, like, what can I listen to? And if they heard that, I'm sure that they would feel a sense of progression, but they also probably be like, what? Like, how did he go from this to this? So I guess I should have left it up there. A lot of my friends like Rami and Brito will be like, bro, why did you delete that? Which is crazy, but I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's the same. Damn. So do you work with Naveen a lot on producing? Because he's also...
Yeah, bro, he's super talented. There was like a summer where we just like worked on hella music. I'll always like ask him for tips, and we do get to work a lot. Like he works with this guy named Sai, who also makes great music, and he produced a project with him called Sleepwalking, which is super dope.
You're on that project too?
Yeah, I'm on that project 2 times, which is really cool. But me and Levine, we do have a project that we are gonna release at some point that is just like me and him on production, and then you know, I get to rap on the EP, and I don't know what it is. Naveen is so fly, and everybody says this in the friend group that he's like, if Naveen rapped, bro, like he probably would be hard. So I gotta get him to.
He's never tried.
He's never tried, bro. I don't think it's hard to convince him. I don't think he ever will, bro. But You know, if he rapped, I feel like it would be super fire. So I'm gonna try to get him to rap at some point.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
So do you do you sell your beats, or do you have beats for other artists as well?
I'm trying to get into producing for other people. I think my beats are kind of eclectic, like they're a little weird. So I want people who are like a little bit more out there to rap on them.
Mm-hmm.
I've had people ask me for like, I want like I love the beats you rap on. Like let me listen to a pack of them, and I'll send the pack out. And sometimes people be like, oh, I love these, but I can't do anything with them. So it's like, okay, I no shit. Like I'm not mad, you know, it's all good. But what I've been trying to do more of is like getting features, where it's like, okay, I kind of set a little bit of a tone by, you know, finishing a song. Let me send this guy this open verse and see. And I've gotten some great results from that. But I do want to produce for more rappers, man. There's a lot of great rappers in the city and just all over the country too, in the world. But like I want to produce for people like Mike DFG, bro. He's like really dope coming up rapper right now, and he's killing it. And K.XXIV super fire as well. We have a song that's actually coming out August 14th. And you know, I sent him an open, and he was like, "Bro, this is fire. Like, I'll get the verse back to you ASAP." And he turned that around so fast when I got it and I heard his verse. I was like, kind of gave me hope. Like, damn, okay, maybe my production is not too weird. I just gotta find the right people. Yeah, fire. Exactly.
So you mentioned the label. You think you'll ever like? Do you want to sign, or do you want to stay independent? Or like, what's the? I guess like, what do you envision for yourself in a few years?
Yeah, I think whatever makes sense business wise. It's it's not like I'm getting like a bunch of label requests right now.
Right.
So, you know, I have to be okay with being independent. If there was a label that gave me a great offer and it all made sense, I would do it, bro. It just depends on what the like I a lot of people are, you know, always talking about, like, if you go on like TikTok and you see like people talking about like music ownership and like rights, they're always like, you gotta make sure you retain your masters and you gotta do this. But I think it all depends on what you're looking for, right? Like some people just wanna be rich as hell and they don't care how they do it, and other people are like, no, these are my babies. I think I fall in the latter. Like I definitely would probably not give ownership to to anybody else for the songs that I make, but I've seen like labels work with artists that I'm like, damn, I wish there were more labels like that. Like JPEG Mafia was working. I don't know if he still is. Was working with this like label / management company called God Mode, and they work with another artist. Like, have you ever heard of Chanel Trust?
No,
bro, fire. Like he does like kind of like house mixed with like rap.
I know Chanel West Coast.
Man, that was such a crazy show, bro. But I would want some like a label more focused on artist growth, because I feel like you see a lot of people who blew up, like we'll say, like, not even that she's whack or anything, but like Ice Spice. Like I'm not saying that she looked bad during her first ever performance, but I remember seeing when the first time she ever did a big performance after she had just got signed, like all the Twitter posts were like, damn, labels don't care about artist growth. Like they just threw her on the stage.
Right.
But you know, I think it's important to help artists, like, you know, grow and be ready for like big opportunities. She's fine now, right? Like it all worked out. But I think when you like, a first impression is like, you can't get a second chance at that. So
that's true.
Yeah.
And now she's going crazy too.
Going crazy. So it worked out at the end of the day. Like you could bounce back from that, but I think it just would be if they were like, hey, like these are some tips. Like get her in the room with somebody that has performed on a huge stage. Because I remember there was have you seen the Donda 2? Did you ever watch the Donda 2 like live, like
with the burning house in the middle?
Yeah. Do you remember when Fivio Foreign did his verse for
Is it Fivio or Fabio?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I think it's Fivio, bro.
Okay.
I think it's Fivio. But when he did his verse, he was not rapping on the beat, because I don't think he'd ever like rapped in a huge stadium. And it must have been throwing him off that he probably heard his voice here, he heard the beat in his ear, and it's like, bro, he was off as hell. And I was like, damn, like I don't want to be in like an opportunity like that and be like, damn, I'm like make it seem like I never performed You know, I just want some experience before something like that. You know.
Yeah. When it came, what was your first like performance? Do you remember that? Like the first time you went on stage?
Yeah, bro. It was cool because it was a place called Jerry's. And you know the Chicago scene at the time was like Alex Wiley, Hurt Everybody, Chance, Saba. Saba's still. Then a lot of those artists are still doing great, and most of them are making great music to this day. And they used to perform there. So we did a show with I forgot the names of them, but a lot of like Adam Killer was there. I don't know if you know Adam Killer.
Yeah, that's so funny.
He was there. He performed.
Do you know who Monster Mike is?
Yeah, he was there too.
Do you know Big Body Fiji?
Yeah, he was there too. Yeah, okay. Fiji's super cool.
So Fiji is like my brother. Like him, Jose, all of us were like considered decent militia. But like sorry, I'm gonna let you finish and then.
No, that's so fire, bro. Like I met Fiji there for the first time around that summer, and he was really cool, man. I think he recognized me too when I think I saw him at your birthday party.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "What's up?
That's so funny.
How you been?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." It was great to reconnect with him. He's super genuine, dope people. But Jerry's, man, I think it was a sandwich shop, and next, like, they had a little stage, and like, so you would walk in. The sandwich shop would be like a regular restaurant on the right side. Then there was a little hallway that led to a performance area. And they were just cool. Like they would let like all, and you know, as long as you weren't like inciting a riot or nothing, like you would be able to have your show there. And it was cool, man, to perform there. It was a great vibe. And I was like, damn, I want to perform here again. And then they closed like a year later, which sucks out of nowhere. So I think
bring it back.
Yeah, bro. I think Chicago needs. Well, I think they are getting like more spaces for hip hop, bro. Because I remember when I was trying to like book my first ever like headline show, nobody wanted to. They were like, "No, you do rap? No." I got so many no's because they were just scared of hip hop.
But you were trying to throw your own event?
Yeah, bro. I did end up doing it in this. I think it was like Buddy Guy's Blues like club. He had a basement that I threw a show in like years ago, and that was dope. But I remember just being like, damn, I kind of want to wait to do another headline show, and I feel like I should do something like that soon. Now that I have like a lot of mutual friends that are friends with, like, I'm cool with artists that I like really respect and admire. I think it'd be cool to throw like a show that I curate, and there's some Latin new space. Like I went to book club like last year to watch Mike DFG and K.XXIV, and they were really, really dope, and the space was dope too. And I was like, damn, they always do like underground shows. The rooms usually packed, but it's not too small, it's not too big, it's like a great space. I think more of that, bro, and Chicago's gonna stop being overlooked, man, because it's my like ever since I got into the music scene, I was always like, damn, like we for sure have the best quality for quantity in terms of art and like music specifically and hip hop specifically in Chicago. Like there's so many great artists and rappers and producers, and it's like, bro, Chicago gets overlooked like crazy, in my opinion.
It's like the Midwest. I feel like it's just, if you're not on the coast, people, it's weird, and then people feel the need to have to like go to New York or Cali to like. Yeah, LA. I don't know. I like when people stay here. Do you ever see yourself leaving Chicago? Or?
Bro, I always like fight myself about it because I love this city so much, bro, and I think I would miss it too much. But if I were to go anywhere, I would go to New York because it's like the closest.
I thought you were gonna say Miami. Just
no, bro. Stay. I hate the art scene in Miami. Like, there's a lot of great artists. Like, obviously Denzel Curry, and there's a lot of other people, but. Bro, like the art, like in general, like you got some beautiful paintings here, bro. Right? The art that they would put up in Miami, bro, is something like that they would like put on a pedestal. At least is what I'm saying. Is like Mickey Mouse smoking weed and like a crypto sign, like a cryptocurrency sign in it. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? There's no soul in that. You know what I mean? It's just like capitalist art. It's like, hey, like. We're like making money. Let's make a mural of it. And you go through like half of Miami, and that's all you see. Granted, there are also some really great artists there, but they're overlooked and overshadowed by shit like that. And I think that's the only problem I have with Miami, bro. Like I've been enough times to pick up on that they're just like super like they want to be underground, but they force it, if that makes any sense. But and it's like, that's coming off as like phony. But there are some other, some spaces.
How was the trip though? Did you take anything away from it? Like
I did a lot of thinking, man. I was like,
self reflect.
yeah, I did a lot of thinking, and I was like, okay, for sure, you got to get on your health grind and be more serious, because one thing you can't help but think about when you're in Miami is like, damn, bro, like the people that live here probably make a lot of money, and the reason you get to see that, I think that at least, is like a lot of them are super healthy. Like, I don't know if you've seen that correlation. It's like, if you have time and you're wealthy, like, you're also going to focus on your health a lot more, because you have the time to do it. If you're working, if you're like a CEO, bro, right? Like, you don't have to be in office. If you're a CEO of a huge corporation, you don't have to be in office all the time. Or if like you work remote, you don't have to be in office all the time. So like, cool. Like, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna go to the gym. And like, I was like, damn, bro, I don't want that to be exclusively for people that are just like super wealthy, bro. Like, I think real wealth, like, is health, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember Rick Owens was in an interview, and he said the same thing. He's like, man, he was like, fuck my clothes and luxury brands. Like, the real luxury is health and being fit. That is the one luxury that I don't think anybody could take away from you if you work for it. And I was like, I need to be healthy. And then the other thing was like, I need to take advantage of being in Chicago more. I think during like the pandemic, I got used to being in a comfort zone of like staying at home, which is not to say like I don't like being at. I love being at home. Like, I love reading. I love working on music. I love watching movies and just vibing out in my space. But there's so many like cool places to be in Chicago, and there's a lot more people to meet, bro. Like, I think I need to just put myself out there more. So I was like, that's when I get back, that's what I'm gonna do. So
pop out more. Now you're here. Have you ever had a moment where you like bombed, or like, I guess you gave it your all and then they weren't fucking with you?
Yeah, bro, that's definitely happened, and I think you just gotta look at it and be like, that's a rep. Like cool. Like, at least I did my performance. I got in there. But the reason that I bombed, bro, the last bomb at least, was like, I did a comedy show, and like there was way too many comics on that show, bro. Like, it was like 10, it was like 9 or 10 or 11 comics, and they each had like 15, 20 minutes. So I think I was even tired before I got up there. Like, I was I was closing the show out, and
You're the last one.
Yeah, and I was like,
this was that Make Me Laugh.
Yeah. I love Make Me Laugh though. Like, such a dope vibe, and great night all the time. Shout out Momo, for real. But I think it was just too many comics, and there was one, like, the dude right before me was like drunk, and he was just like not he was like bullshitting. So I think off that, like, the crowd just kind of like was like, I'm done,
You had to follow up.
Yeah, I tried to. There were some people rocking with me, but I was like, I could see that I was tired too, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was tired.
Yeah. I guess what do your parents feel like about your career choice? Like, are they supportive? Are they like?
My mom's a teacher, bro, so she's super like. At first, she was like, no, like, you gotta pick a career that's like, you go to school and you go get a job afterwards. And I resisted for even just going to school for a while. Like, I started college, and then like after 2 years, I was like, damn, like, I want to just lock in and work on music a lot more. And I did, right? And I always had a job. I still have a job. Like, I'm always like, I'm not gonna be putting money in my pockets and like earning a living, right? Until rap is like really paying me well. There's gonna be more that I get into besides music too. Like, I wanna, with that money, I would open up businesses, invest. But my parents, especially my mom, like, she would always be the one that we would kind of like clash. And in the past like few years, and I think her just like seeing me like progress and work harder, like there was like a moment where I dropped like a few songs, specifically the song called Security Part 2 in like 2022. And that got a lot of listens, and I got like a lot of listens from around the world. And I would just be like, Molly, you should see this. This is crazy. And I would show her. And then we did a music video that was like really high quality. Shout out to Momo Khan. He directed it and edited it, and it came out beautiful. And then she saw that, and I think she was like, damn, like, I get it now. So it's funny, like, now she'll be like, sending me songs. She's like, you should sample this.
Oh, that's
And
fine.
it's like a song I definitely can't sample, but it's like, damn, like she's on my side now, which is cool, you know.
Like they just want to show off, like to their family.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, and then so does all your family know that you're a rapper?
I think most of them do. I think most of my family in Cuba knows, and I think my cousin's grandma didn't know that I went by Eddie Yuma, so she was like, "What's your rap name?" I was like, "It's Eddie Yuma." She's like, "What?" She didn't understand, so I had to explain it to her. But it's funny. Like, my padrino will show my cousin's grandparents like videos and music, and they'll be like, "Cool, like I really like seeing it." I'm sure they're probably like, "I don't know like what the song is about," because I always, every time my family sees me like post something about music, they're like, "Make a song in Spanish, make a song in Spanish." And I do have an upcoming song on a project I'm gonna release soon that is like half Spanish and some English. But my grandpa in Mexico passed away last year, and before he passed, I talked to him on the phone, and he was like, "Yo, like, can you make a song about me or for me?" And I was like, "Yeah." I think I did it in like a day or two, and I sent it back, and he got to listen to it, and he was like really happy. So I was like, "Damn, dude!" Like
in Spanish.
And it was mostly like in Spanish.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, bro. Thank you.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Wow. So I heard that there's a time that you got really fucked up by an infused coffee,
bro.
With your family.
Bro, dog. I was seeing this girl, bro, and it was great. She took me out on my birthday. We went to Batters and Bears. You ever been there?
No, that sounds delicious.
Fire, bro. If you get a chance, you
definitely. Is that like breakfast? Or?
Breakfast, but they do like insane like combinations. Like we had this crazy French toast that had like mango and like crazy stuff that you're like, okay, like somebody should have thought of this ahead of time or like has done this before, but they're definitely the first people doing it. And they had like, when I went, they had the special was like an omelet, lobster omelet. I was like, bro, this is crazy. So that was great. And then she was like, let's go to this place. I know it's called Wake and Bake. I always wanted to go. I think that's what it's called, Wake and Bake Cafe. Bro, I walk in and I'm looking at this shit, and I'm low-key already intimidated because it's like they have on this paper, on the like near the menu, they have this paper that's like different levels of what you want, right? But they have funny names for it, like I think the like a certain like I forgot the amount of THC, but like a super high THC was called like fuck it, or like like crazy shit like that. So I was like, look, bro, like I told the guys, like, listen, I have family and friends coming over later tonight. Give me something that's gonna last like 2 hours. So like, okay, cool, pick this one. I forgot what the name of it was, but they're like, pick this one. And I was like, cool, I'll just take a latte then with whatever amount you just suggested. He's like, yeah, you'll be straight, bro. 2 hours, that's it, bro. So I was like, all right, cool. Bro, I started drinking that shit once I got to the crib. And I think I drank like, it was like a cup this big. I drank like not even a third of it, bro.
Crazy.
And I'm like, damn, why does everything feel so weird? Like,
you felt it right away?
I felt it like within like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. So like after I was just sipping on it because I was like, oh, it's like not really hitting me. Like maybe I need to drink more. Bro, like just doing regular shit felt weird. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm used to like, I smoked a few times, so I'm used to like paper. So like that high is just like, to me, it's just like a nice chill, like body high, whatever. Like you're just comfortable, you're relaxed. Bro, I don't know what the fuck. I felt like I was watching myself live my life in third person.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is just supposed to be like weed coffee, bro. Like this
legal. Like you were up here.
I was up here type shit, bro. I was like going down the stairs, remember? Because I was going downstairs in my house, and I remember going downstairs and being like, bro, how the fuck did I get here? Like, I had to drive to pick up, like, I shouldn't have done this. I don't encourage this. I had to drive to pick up like supplies for the party. And I drove like I was a GTA character, trying not to get like a star. And I drove perfect.
Yeah.
But I remember being like super anxious. And bro, like my mom was like, she noticed. She's like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. I told her eventually. My friends came over, like family came over. And I remember there was a moment where like everybody was chilling in the basement and like trying to talk to me. And I was just sitting there like this. And I was like, I was like taking 5 minutes, like 2 minutes to respond to like a question, bro.
That's so funny.
It was crazy, bro. I don't think I'll ever do. I hate edibles, bro, because of that. Like I won't do edibles ever.
You still with that girl or no?
No.
This is years ago.
Yeah, it's a few.
What are you working on now, though? What are you pushing like a project, or are you getting ready to start recording again?
Yeah, bro. I have a lot. I have a good problem. I have a lot of music to drop, but this new project that I'm working on, I'm gonna unveil the name here. It's gonna come out as in pieces, but the project is called The Fool. Okay, so I was kind of inspired by just like, I'm not into tarot cards, but I like how like all the tarot cards have like names and stuff. And the name of the Fool one I remember is like the card The Fool is like somebody starting a new path and like a new journey, and how sometimes you can be naive, but that can also be a good thing because like your ignorance is bliss to like certain problems that if you knew about maybe would like stop you in your tracks. You know what I mean? So I took that as inspiration for the name, but also the fact that like some people might see, you know, somebody like me who's trying to be a self-sufficient artist and be like, that guy's an idiot, like he's wasting his time or he's a fool. So I was like, you know what? That's what we're gonna call the project, you know, because I feel like it takes a lot of ambition and like discipline to not care about what other people think. And it took a lot of work, but that's where at the point where I am with like music is like, I'm gonna do what I feel like is cool regardless of what other people think or how people perceive me. So this project is coming out in like pieces. It's like, and I feel like when it's someone like me who's like trying to get more fans and more listeners, I have to drop the songs like in 2s or 3s, and then it'll all come together and you know, be one piece. But the next piece of that project, because I already dropped a few songs, the first EP that came out in May was called I Don't Care, and now I'm dropping a song with K.XXIV named Ash. It's named after the character in Evil Dead, but it's gonna be a part, like I said, of the whole project, The Fool. So that comes out August 14th, which is really exciting, and I think it's probably like one of my favorite songs I've ever made, and one of my favorite like features I've ever gotten from another artist.
Sick. Wow. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, eventually I want to have people perform here or like have listening parties here. So if you're ever interested, maybe.
Bro, I would love that, man. I think
figure something out.
For sure, do a listening party, man, at least, because it's a dope space, and you know, just be cool to get everybody together over here.
Yeah, I want to see like your crowd and like your audience too.
Be fire, bro.
Yeah, mix our audiences.
Exactly, bro. With all this beautiful art here, man, and all the clothes you're gonna have, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah. I'm excited. We got the grand opening on August 8th. Fire. And then it's going to be like friends and family. I think August 9th will be like the public. And then I don't know what we're going to have. We need so my homie Rich, he has this reception desk that it's like a $6,000 reception desk that they're throwing away.
What?
And it's just like perfect timing. And he said that we could go pick it up, but it's like it takes 7 people to carry it.
Holy shit!
So it's just something.
Let me know if you need help, bro. I'll pull up, man. Yeah,
you can put that working out to
hell yeah. I had to help Momo Khan, the guy who directed the Security Part 2 and Golden videos. We helped him move when he lived here.
Damn.
We went from like Albany Park to the West Side, bro. And
holy shit!
It wasn't too bad, but the thing that's crazy is he had an industrial mirror, bro. Like, you ever walk in a Hollister?
Yeah.
And you see these giant mirrors? He had, like, it was like 10 times the size of that one over there.
That's so scary, because like you could break it.
It was insane. We had to go up like 4 flights of stairs with that thing.
Did you wrap it with like blankets?
No, bro, we just did that shit. It was me, Rami, and him moving shit, bro. It was the craziest move I've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know for real. We're gonna have to do that soon.
Please do.
And then, yeah, once we get that reception desk, then I'll feel like we could build around that. I need some racks, maybe like one more mirror. But it's been exciting, man. This is like something that I've wanted for like since I was like 12. And I know it's not like, it's like one thing to get a store, but it's also like, damn, now it's got to be a successful store. And then, but I'm enjoying the moment. I'm just kind of trying to like be here as much as I can. I bring my son here too.
That's so cool.
But yeah, so stay tuned for that August 8th. I don't know when this will drop, to be honest. I've been conflicted about like if I should take a break on podcasting and focus on some other shit, or like, because if it's the editing, like this, we could do this all day, like, and 100%. I could just have a backlog, you know. Yeah. But it's like editing that takes so long.
Yeah, so that seems like the hardest thing, but I think I've gotten a lot of great like, just I love seeing your videos, your podcast videos pop up on the timeline, bro. Like it's like cool little nuggets. Like I think you interviewed your son and he said some like really really profound stuff. Where he's like, I think you asked him like, do you believe in yourself? He's like, I do, but like I don't know what my reason is. And I was like, damn, bro, that's he's thinking about that at that age, bro. Like that's beautiful, man. That's awesome. I was thinking about like playing Halo 2, I think, at that age. Like that was what I was concerned about.
Yeah, he plays Halo too.
Oh,
Halo, but yeah, it's crazy. We just had his birthday party, his 7th birthday party. Awesome. I want to get him back on the pod. He's been, because I mentioned it to him last time we came here. We were gonna do it today, but his padrino took him to the museum. So maybe when he comes back, we'll do it.
Yeah. Oh man, this is great, and I think it's great that you took that first step to, like, speaking. 12 years, having this as a dream since 12 years old is crazy, bro. Like, yeah. I think my teacher reminded me, or like we found like a piece of paper of, you know, like you've had like a teacher that's like, draw what you want to be when you grow up. I think when I was like in 2nd grade, I drew myself DJing, which is not rapping, but I was like, damn, like did I know since then that I loved music that much? Bro. It's crazy, dude.
I think like we know what we want to be when we're younger, and then like life kind of changes it, and then that's why we kind of tell ourselves that, oh, we need something that's gonna make money, and then like you get to our age and we're like, oh, we should have just
done that.
Believed ourselves from the beginning.
I think that's my biggest fear in life, bro. Is like being like blindsided by like, damn, this job is making me good money. I'm gonna forget about what I really love to do. Mm-hmm. And
what are you doing now?
I work at I can't say that. I work at a tech company essentially.
Okay. Like coding and shit, or
no, more IT? like admin stuff, like administration stuff.
Okay.
But it's not a bad job, and I really enjoy working there. It's cool, but obviously, like I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think it's a good balance. Like I remember, my manager. Like I have a manager who's like one of my best friends. His name is Ibrahim, and like, he helps me with just like ideation of everything and like organizing stuff, and he's linked me up with a lot of great producers. He really watches like Brent Faiyaz's manager, who has a great advice, and he like put out a book, and he's like, read this book, and in that book he mentions how he told Brent, he's like, Brent, like don't stop working, like keep working, make money because you're gonna need money, but once music starts paying close to whatever you're making at your job, dip. That's when you gotta go. He's like, but don't go without having. Like I've seen people like just. When I used to work retail, but I used to work at Target, and I would see people just like, it's a frustrating job, so I get it, but some people would just quit, or some people would just quit and be like, I'm going to do this full time, which is really dope and exciting, but it's like hard to do that without a plan or like something in place. So that's like something that at least like my parents would always tell me, like have a plan, like, and just make sure that what you're getting into, like you have a way to, provide for yourself. Yeah. Because bro, like that's independence is key, bro. I feel like you got to be independent, and it's hard to do that if you're not making money, right? You know, as much as like you see all these motivational videos, there's got to be like a balance, in my opinion. Like you see motivational videos are like quit your job right now and go 100%. It's like, bro, have a plan, or just have a little bit of like a safety net, bro, because bro, God forbid, bro, but you end up homeless or something. You know what I mean? I know that's extreme, but like,
no, yeah,
that's like not the move.
Just be prepared.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man. I think that's everything. Can you give some advice for like a young person trying to do what you do? Like, if you could maybe talk to your younger self, or like someone starting out, what would you tell them?
I think I would tell them to, trust their heart for sure. That's the thing that I had struggled with in the beginning. I think was like somebody that I really respected will give me advice, right? Or like maybe I'd be like, I just want to record this song, and I would lay the song down or like have an idea, and like because somebody would tell me, oh, I don't like that, I would like just shut it down. Like, oh, cool, like I trust this guy, I'm gonna listen to him. Sometimes like that person is wrong, and if it's something that you really want to do, or you really like doing, or like an idea of a song, or that you really believe in, regardless of your closest collaborator or friend, telling you that it's bad, follow it through, and then after you followed it through, like, see how you feel about it. That's my biggest thing that I think I wish I would have been more ahead of. Is just being like more confident in my choices and my ideas.
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. Could you shout out your socials, your projects, like
Yes,
anything
sir.
you want people to know?
Yeah, you can follow me anywhere at EDDIE_YUMA. It's just Eddie Yuma with the underscore in between. I'm gonna be, obviously dropping a lot of music this year for the Fool, coming out in pieces, so you're gonna get a bunch of songs throughout the year. But I'm also gonna be doing like a little series called Just a Minute, where I would make a little visualizer to a song that I have in the catalog or in my like backlog that may come out soon or may never come out. But I just want to be giving people fresh kind of appetizers of what I've been working on.
Like freestyles?
Yeah, usually like freestyles, or like I'll put up like a verse from a song that I have that I'm like is not attached to like a project, but I'll be like, the song is hard. I don't know when I want to drop it, or if I'm gonna drop it with anything. It'll come out at some point, but here's like the verse. And I kind of did that when I was in Miami with this song that I kind of made about anxiety, bro. And it just like, it was cool. Like I got a great response. Like people were like, bro, this is, I connect with this. So I was like, cool. Like I'm gonna start doing that just to put content out. That's like the hardest thing, bro. Is like staying on the content. But yeah, the Fool, Ash comes out August 14th. If this comes out before August 14th, but if not, you should still listen to that song because it has an amazing feature, and it's probably like my favorite song right now for sure.
Let's go. You can follow me at Pops Prince, popsprince.com. I actually just made my Palpable website, so that should be out by the time you hear this. New shirts and earrings.
Show them the earring, man. I know you got it on, bro.
I do got these on. I got the silver ones on right now.
I will be copying one of those.
Available in gold as well. And yeah, stay tuned. More Pops podcasts and in-store events coming soon. So thank you. Let's go.
I was gonna say you need to hit the button.
I had like music and sound effects after too.
Fire.
Not bad.